Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited about today's video. We are going to be doing all of the homemaking things. We're going to be cooking, we're going to be meal prepping, we're going to be gardening, I'm going to do a little decoring, all the things. It is a beautiful day and I cannot wait to share it with you. If you're new here, my name is Nicholsen. I love to do all things homemaking. I'd love it if you would subscribe, and if you're returning, it is so great to see you. All right guys, let's jump into this beautiful day. So the first thing I wanted to do was replenish my breakfast freezer meals. I had some breakfast burritos last time. I don't even think I filmed that now that I think about it, but I was out of them, so I decided to make some little breakfast sandwiches to throw in the freezer. And since doing these a couple days ago, they're already gone. But to prep that, I also wanted to, some of my kids don't prefer the little sandwiches. They just like sausage and eggs. So I'm going to do two things. One, I'm going to bake some just regular little round sausage patties for the kids to eat in the morning. And then I'm going to make 6 little muffins to put in the freezer for those that want those. So to do that, we'll get started with baking these, and then I'm just going to do the patties for the sandwiches on the stove because I like to make them a lot bigger and it's just easier to control both at the same time. Once we're done with that, I'm going to be doing a bunch of fun recipes and little cute things you can do for your kids for snacks for St. Patrick's Day, which is coming up on Monday. I cannot wait. So over the weekend, as you're thinking about what snacks you want to share with your kids on that special day, which is Monday, March 17th, you can use some of these. Also, we did the fruit version in my last video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will link it down below if you're looking for some semi-sweet things. I don't really like using a lot of candy and stuff for my kids. I typically don't do those things, but I always like to incorporate some festive food items throughout their school week. So while that is sausage is cooking, we're going to get our eggs scrambled up, and I am going to also get our wild grain box because it is one of my favorite things that arrive on my porch each month. You know it's going to be a great week when your wild grain box arrives. I am so excited to share this week's. If you aren't familiar with wild grain, it is the first bake from frozen subscription box for sourdough breads, artisanal pastries, and fresh pastas. They partner with small bakers and pasta makers across the country to keep the tradition of artisanal and nutritious food alive and very well. Some of the reasons that I love wild grain: first and foremost, I can have homemade pastas and sourdoughs without all the hard work. I also love that their sourdough is done with a slow fermentation, which I don't have time for that, but I definitely love to enjoy it because it's easier on my belly. It is richer in nutrients and antioxidants. I also love that it's freezer to table in 25 minutes. That means I can have all of this in under 25 minutes every single night for my family. And the cool thing is wild grain lets you fully customize your box with new, seasonal, and limited edition items, which I love to try new things. We always get their giant chocolate chip cookies, but this week we went with their sugar cookies, which were absolutely delicious. I also love that it supports small bakeries around our country, which I think is very cool. One membership also equals 4 meals donated to the Greater Boston Food Bank, which I think is just incredible. You also have options that suit everyone's needs. So there's the classic subscription, which is one I get, that has the sourdough breads, fresh pastas, pastries, and then you could do plant-based, where they're fully plant-based. That means dairy-free, egg-free, and 100% vegan, baked from frozen recipe sourdough fresh pastries. And then there's a gluten-free option. So really, you can get all of the things you need shipped right to your house. No need to make your own pastas and breads. And I love all the different ways we learn to make croissants. I make them for the kids in the morning. We put eggs in them. We also smash them and put them in the waffle maker. There's just so many great and versatile things you can do with each wild grain shipment. If you guys want to join me, they are offering $30 off your first box plus free croissant for life. That means smashed croissants for the rest of your life, guys. Oh my God. And if you haven't had one of those, you have to try it. They are so delicious. You will never eat one baked ever again, I promise. But if you want to join me and eat incredibly healthy, wonderful things from wild grain, be sure to click my link in the description box and use code Lauren30 for $30 off your first wild grain box plus free croissant for life. That is Lauren30. Don't miss the link down below, and you guys could be enjoying all of this fresh wild grain deliciousness at your home too. Okay, let's get into this beautiful day. So one of the things I wanted to do while we were cooking, we had things in the oven, was I wanted to remove just the bunnies from this really fun green tablescape. The reason I put this Easter tablescape up first was I knew I was going to be doing kind of like a grassy background for the St. Patrick's Day decor. And if you guys saw the last video, I did that really pretty floral arrangement of rainbow florals in the kitchen, but I really enjoy having that island nice and clean. I will oftentimes do like one little arrangement. That one was beautiful. We had it there for a week, but now I needed a break. So I decided I'm going to move it in here, and we're going to add little leprechauns and all kinds of cute little things in here for dinner each night when we have dinner with our family here. So that's how we're going to do this. And then once we're done with that, we'll remove everything in a deep spring clean with me. And I'm not quite sure what we're going to do next. Tell me in the comments down below what should be the next theme for this tablescape. Should we do Easter? Should we do spring? Should we do like live spring florals, like planted bulbs? What should we do? Tell us in the comments down below. I would love to know. And if you have any like ideas or other things, just tell us what you think, because I am very excited for the next tablescape. And if you want to give Enzo some love, give this video a thumbs up. So the plan here was to pretty much just remove all of the Easter bunnies, and then I kind of want to reorient all of these little mossy baskets and purses, and I am going to use them for like coins and cuteness. You'll see in a little bit, but I ended up grabbing, because the vases that I have in the other room were really large, I wanted to kind of make them a little more uniform. So I grabbed some ball jars, and I'm going to line them all up so we can have the florals kind of all be the same instead of in that arching way that I had it in the other room. And again, if you want to see that video, I will link it down below, along with all of my other St. Patrick's videos. I kind of wanted to do a compilation of all St. Patrick's things. Maybe I'll do that today and post it on Saturday. So if you're looking for some inspo for that particular holiday, we'll put it down below. So we're just going to reuse the water I had in here, and we're going to fill these up and get these moved over. And then for the tablescape, we're going to go a little more neutral as far as like plates and stuff. Like I'm not going to go crazy with rainbows. I kind of want the centerpiece to be the main focus, and then we'll go ahead and just use some neutral kind of plates and whatnot. I found some really cute plaid plates at Home Goods a while back. I think they'll look really cute here. But for now, we're just going to get all of these added, and then I'm going to take the my little farm stand. I'm going to break that down and use a lot of those pieces here so I can start to clean up the living room, the breakfast nook, and the kitchen. I'm going to be doing a huge deep clean for spring throughout the entire house, and I kind of want to have all of that stuff broken down and put away and organized. I will say, true to form, I broke all this down and it's all sitting in piles in my garage, so we'll probably spend a little time out there in the next day or two getting this stuff put in bags and organized, because as you remember, if you've been here for a minute, my big goal for 2025 is to learn, but also to get more organized. So everything I'm putting away that I will use in 2026 will be labeled, organized, and then I also take a photo of it and save it into a photo folder in my phone where I can look at it well in advance when I'm planning like the little cute things I want to do for certain holidays. So that's something we definitely will need to do as well. Staying organized. And I haven't shared this yet, but we put up the wall in the garage where my decor is going to be stored now. So I'm very excited to show you how that turned out. It turned out so perfect. And now we actually have a space for like a little garage gym, which is super lovely as well. I wanted to get everything wiped down and all of the Easter pieces removed, and then we will come back in here later in this video to actually add all the tablescapes and the finishing decor. I'm loving these chairs. If you guys want to check them out, I will have them linked down below. They are just incredible. I can smell that the sausage is ready to be flipped, so we are going to do that. I've already made the scrambled eggs. I guess I didn't come back in here and film that, but yeah, scrambled eggs are ready to go. The sausage has already been done and wrapped up from the oven, and the last thing I need to do is make our little sandwiches, which is very easy, and then throw those into the freezer. The one thing I wanted to do was take this little farm stand, which is actually something that we're doing for our Easter. I can't wait to show you. It's just so fun and creative. I think you're going to love it. But I wanted to get that broken down and clean everything out in here. And it's crazy because I already finished my deep spring cleaning yesterday, and this room looks so different. And even now, it just looks very cluttered compared to how it's going to look when you guys see it there. So I have my cooked patties ready to go to take out of the freezer for the kids during the week, and now I'm just going to put together the sandwiches. I love these Thomas English muffins. I'm going to just add a little bit of egg, sausage, a thing of cheese, and wrap it in some parchment paper, and we're just going to tuck those away into the freezer for the kids to eat during the week. It just kind of cuts down on the morning routine, especially when you want to give your kids a nice healthy breakfast, warm breakfast, hot breakfast, what have you. This really does cut down if you could do it all bulk once. Once I'm done with getting all of the breakfast prepped, I want to clean the kitchen before I start making some fun kind of after school snacks. Just fun ideas for you guys as well. I always love making fun after school healthy snacks for when the kids get out of school. And for a while there, I didn't really have the ability to do that, being that I was working full time. And now that I'm at home, I get more flexibility to do that. So I love this particular day when my kids got home. I had all of these fun snacks that I was preparing for today's video, and my youngest daughter said that she just feels like we spoil them too much with all of these yummy snacks. So that made me feel really good that they recognize how special and fun these are. So I'm hoping that if you have little kids that come home to you after school, maybe trying one of these might be something really fun and wholesome for them to enjoy, also super healthy. So before we do that though, I want to start with a nice, fresh, clean kitchen. So we are going to go ahead and get all of our dirty dishes tucked away into the washer. I want to get that running, so by the time I'm done with their snacks and I have more dishes, I can unload these and reload it before we start dinner. So let's get that done, and then we're going to start cooking. I cannot wait to show you. This is probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever made. Okay, I officially got the kitchen nice and clean. I am going to start prepping the vegetables we're going to be using. And obviously, because it's St. Patrick's Day, it's going to be rainbow. So I'm going to prep everything I think I'm going to need. We're going to be doing the first thing, a little hummus turkey wraps. And I love doing this with fresh herbs. One of the things I shared on my Instagram was that when you cut into the bell pepper, if you're lucky, you might get a little smiley face back at you. I always love to do this with our kids. I don't know why. I maybe haven't really shared that with you guys, but I just love that some of them have them. You just have to cut them at the very top. So anyway, I'm going to prep these. We have some red, yellow, orange, and green bell peppers. We're going to do cucumbers. I also have some deep purple carrots we're going to add, and I want to just get everything kind of matchsticked, and then we are going to tuck it into a couple different recipes. So the first recipe I want to do is kind of make like a little hummus turkey sushi or rolls, depending on how you want to do it, but all you need to do is find some very thick turkey. You can have this cut at your deli, or you can just get it. I found mine at Costco, and I'm going to add just a little bit of hummus to it, and then we're going to just tuck in each one of our different colored vegetables, roll it up, and then put it on a little dish for the kids to eat. I also topped mine with a little bit of microgreens because microgreens kind of look like little shamrocks. I just thought that was kind of fun. And then we can either refrigerate these, put them in the kids' lunch. You can chop them up in even smaller pieces and make it look like a little sushi roll. Either way, these are really delicious and super healthy. Once you get all of your veggies lined up, we're going to use the parchment paper to keep the roll very tight, because at first you're going to feel like, how is this all going to fit? But it will, I promise, because as you roll it, you're going to tighten it with the use of the parchment paper. It just kind of keeps it as a really good tight guide. Then once you get it all rolled up, you can go ahead and pull the parchment paper fully around it and kind of squeeze it all together. It makes it stay really tight. Then we are just going to use a very sharp knife and cut right down the middle. It's very easy to do, and I just think it turns out so beautiful. I love the way the centers kind of show this beautiful array of a rainbow. Now that we have all of these made, I have them on a little dish. I wanted to just tuck in some of these microgreens, and I'm just going to get artsy fartsy with it because I had time today, and I honestly have to say that these types of things really bring me joy. So I'm going to just tuck those in with some tweezers that I've had forever. Now, the next thing we're going to do is make, which would be a great little appetizer anytime, like if you're doing a little kid's birthday party and there's a rainbow theme, this is an easy thing to do. I opted to buy my hummus, but you can make your own. It's very easy to make. I just didn't want to do it particularly this day because I had so many different recipes that I was kind of experimenting with. So I'm just going to put this into a piping bag. It just creates less of a mess, and who doesn't love a good piping bag? So I have these little shot glasses I got from the dollar store. I buy them in bulk, so I always kind of have them in case we have friends coming over. I can always tuck like a little crudité or something in there. But this I am going to just add a little bit of hummus to, and then same kind of idea with the turkey wraps. We are just going to be sticking in all of the veggies, kind of popping out just to give them a rainbow effect, and friends and family can just dip into the hummus and eat, you know, whether it's the bell pepper, cucumber, that beautiful purple carrot, but it just does give that beautiful sense of the rainbow. And it was so easy to do and very cost effective, and of course, very healthy. I couldn't help myself. I had to dip into those microgreens again just to make this look extra special. Now, for my kids, if they were coming home from school, I would just kind of have these sat out for them to eat. But if you were going to jazz it up for friends or anything like that, you could add these, maybe a little cute leprechaun in there, and some of those little magical coins. I'll kind of like do a little vignette, and just in case you're looking for a little inspiration. And again, I kind of had the time today, so I was like really excited to do something kind of fun and silly. Okay, this next dish might be one of the most beautiful things I've ever made in my life. We're going to be doing a rainbow pizza flatbread. This was insanely easy and one of the most delicious things I've ever had. So the first thing I want to do is get all of my veggies on a roasting pan. This is very simple. We're going to take tomatoes. I have a little chopped up butternut squash. We have some asparagus, some lots of yellow and green zucchini. I have some purple potatoes and purple carrots. I have some broccoli, just like beyond healthy. And we're going to throw that onto a baking sheet with some parchment paper, and we're just going to bake that for about 20 minutes. We want to make sure that it doesn't get too cooked down. We're just trying to get it a little al dente, so like not fully cooked, but just cooked enough. And then I just added a little olive oil onto this. And then what we're going to do is take I got a flatbread, but you can really use anything. You can even do this with just a regular old cheese pizza and throw this on top. And I will show you how it all comes together. I just can't believe how beautiful this turned out. I should be doing this all the time. This turns out so beautiful just as it is. You could just eat that. It would be absolutely beautiful. Throw it into a nice salad. I'm going to add, again, some olive oil, and we're going to get that cooking. So I went to Trader Joe's and found just a regular cheese flatbread. I'm going to actually be adding on some goat cheese to this just to give it a little bit more flavor. And once we get that baked, we are going to actually add all of the veggies. I'm going to start from left to right, and I'm going to add in all of the different vegetables, which will be really easy when you cut into it. That way each slice will have every single vegetable on it. While that's cooking, I am going to tidy up the kitchen, and then I'm going to put away the veggies that I didn't use today so I can use them in a later video. After that, we're going to tidy the house up, and then I need to go finish that beautiful tablescape in the front room. Now that we have the house nice and tidy, I'm going to take the trash out and then we are going to get decorating. So for the tablescape in the front room, I wanted to tuck in all those cute little leprechauns. I love these. I get them at Home Goods and I just think they're so cute. I also want to tuck in a bunch of coins and just make it fun and exciting. I always love to have a nice tablescape for the kids. I always find it to be fun to tuck in little interesting things we talk about throughout our dinner with the children. But I'm going to get that done. And then I'm just going to add some simple placemats to this. I already have a ton of St. Patrick's stuff. I don't know if I've ever shared this, but my mother's side is predominantly Irish and my father's side is predominantly Italian. So I always love to do really fun things. I cook a lot of Italian food and I love to decorate for St. Patrick's Day. I just find it to be a really fun holiday. Plus, not to mention, I absolutely just think it is so fun how, mischievous the leprechaun is and things like that. So we're going to kind of try to hide Easter for a little bit. I'm not going to fully take that banner down because it was kind of hard to put up, but I will take the bunnies down as we tuck in sweet little touches of St. Patrick's Day. And then again, we will come through here, we will take every ounce of decor down and then reassess how we are going to move into the spring months. Since I don't really have another holiday after Easter, I kind of like to consolidate all of the efforts I have around the house to be a little bit more streamlined, really cut down on clutter. We do have a couple more projects coming up. We are going to be taking the loft that is upstairs, and turning that into like a formal office because it's just kind of a waste of space and no one hangs out up there, because if you're up there playing, the whole house can hear you. So I'm really excited about that project as well. We'll be doing that in the coming weeks and I'll make sure that I share it with you guys. If you want to see that transformation, definitely hit the subscribe button. But for now, let's get this tablescape done and then I'm going to show you how that gorgeous flatbread turned out. Before I grab our veggies out of the oven, I really wanted to finish just kind of organizing all of the stuff we had on this fun little farm stand. If you want to see that video, I will have it linked down below. It also has all of the fruit version of fun things you can make for St. Patrick's Day. If I have time today, I am going to edit all of my St. Patrick's Day stuff in one video and get that up before Monday. If you are looking for fun ways to celebrate, if you have small children, it always makes it really, really fun. I have everything I need ready to go for Monday morning. I will get up very early and do all of the fun things for the kids. I can't wait. Here are the vegetables. They turned out absolutely perfect. I added my flatbread in there. I'm just going to top that with a little bit of goat cheese. It just gives it a little more flavor, I just think, and it also helps hold the veggies. I had the kids actually help me with this part because by this time they were home, but I will show you how it all turned out and we are going to eat it, and then I will share a little bit of time in the garden because I haven't been out there in a while and I wanted to give it a good watering. So here is how this beautiful rainbow flatbread turned out. It was so delicious. I topped it with some Italian herbs and it was so good. And this is everything I made today, which the kids all enjoyed. And I also love how beautiful, vibrant, and also extremely healthy these dishes were. I also love how fun our St. Patrick's Day tablescape turned out. I had some cute headbands I purchased for my daughters. I thought I'd put out for them, but these little faces just look so fun and mischievous. I am so excited for the kids to come home and see this and enjoy dinner here with them as well. Once we're done in here, I'm going to head out to the garden, do a little watering. We have lots of harvesting coming up. We are coming into April. We get a little frost where I live in Northern California, but so far everything's been great, even though today it happens to be raining out. But the garden has been thriving. I have had my second harvest from here with all of our garden greens. I found little tiny little carrots, but I'm not sure the carrots are going to fully propagate. And the celery seems to be doing okay, but I did check a couple different sources and trying to figure out what's going on with them. And I think I just needed to separate them, which makes me excited because next year when I go ahead and do this again, I will have learned so much more, which is my theme for 2025. I ask myself every day, what did you learn today? And today I learned I can't plant my carrots so close together. The other thing I needed to do is also remove some of we have all these volunteers that keep popping up in here. And so each week I've been trying to come out here and remove those so that the nutrients all go to the plants that we have in here. But so far it's been great. I cannot wait to show you the latest harvest because it was gigantic. Okay, I wanted to show you guys how good, look at how gigantic that celery is starting to look. These things keep popping back. I keep pulling them out. But look at how big these carrots look. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. The water kind of fluffed them down a little. And then, oh, our little snow peas. Aren't those so exciting? And then over here, we just harvested these greens the other day, and look at they exploded again. So we're gonna have to come back in here and get some of those. There's the carrots. Hi, Roni. And our peas are coming along. No, beets, excuse me. Hi, girls. Blanca. Blanca girl. Let's see if... Hi, beautiful girl. Hi. Blanca. You look beautiful with those flowers behind you. You do. Come on, sweetheart. It's finally getting warm enough. Oh my goodness, you girls are just laying away. Look at all that. No egg shortage here. Hi, babies. Don't fight. That's buttercream. Coco-me, don't do that. Don't be mean. Coco-me. Where's Blanca? There you are, baby girl. What are you doing? Hi, Blanca. Hi, guys. Pep. Oh, beautiful girls. All right, enjoy. Come on, Pepe. Pepe. Come on, baby. Oh, it's so peaceful out here. Okay, let's go ahead and go in. Probably gonna harvest this weekend to enjoy. Pep. They did a pretty good job on their vegetables. Gosh, chickens are such a mess. Come on, buddy. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. I had so much fun. I'll see you in the next one very soon. Bye.